Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Let's load a game quickly. Oh dear, I remember that one. Yep, my poor PC. Anyway, let's load this one up, the Center of Engineering, because basically we're going to be wanting to save this structure once again from the tsunami in the distance. Now, we've tried lots of things in the past. We've defended using loads and loads of water pumps. We deflected the tsunami using a range of techniques that I learned in my real-life engineering career. We then used canals, we used trenches, not to mention the Tesla valve that I made, the Tesla valve that is actually a Tesla valve, as well as using an entire city to defend against the tsunami. However, today we're going to be using the tsunami's most natural, most feared predator. We're going to try and send a tsunami against this tsunami to stop it. Tsunamiception. So first off, what we're going to do, we're going to have to delete all these roads because we're going to need some space for all this. So I've severed both of those. I mean, if you're traveling 70 along there and then you've suddenly got a sharp left-hand turn, I mean, yeah, not my finest highway design, let's just put it that way. But I have this mod installed that allows me to play with water sources. So if I come down here and click this button, water, can you see over here? These are actually water sources. So this is where water spawns from in the map. So I can literally right-click to remove them, and then these no longer will produce water. Basically, what I'm sort of thinking is I need to make my own tsunami somehow. So I'm probably going to have to do a bit of landscaping. Now, the thing I'm not sure about is how to like speed up or slow down water, whether that's even a thing. So I guess first off, I want to build like, I guess, a sort of reservoir with a slope on it, or maybe a few different types. Yeah, I think to start off, we're going to have sports day, but it's going to be tsunamis racing tsunamis. Now, the really good thing about this mod is look at all these options. Ooh, options. So we can choose the size of the brush. And look, I could have saved so much time. I can get a brush that's that size.
Oh my.
Why didn't I do this before? Look at that. Look how much land I've just moved up instantly. Anyway, we'll flatten that back down. We'll do a somewhat sensible size. And I'm sort of thinking we just do like strips. So we've got 4 racing lanes in. And basically we're going to try a few different methods to see if we can make the water sort of travel along these any quicker. So yeah, we're going to do an egg and tsunami race. So first off, let's just cap all of these off. So we've got a nice straight edge at the back of all of these. I should probably, just to keep it a fair test, let's just put a straight edge down that side as well. Right, okay then. So in trap 1, we're just going to have lots and lots of water spawners, and we'll see what happens with that. So in the next trap, I'm going to have, I think I'm going to do like a slope. It's probably worth adding like a sort of a lower-ish level, maybe, I don't know, about there. And we'll just have a little platform there, and then we'll use the sloping tool. I think we'll do like a 45 degree, so something like that sort of slope. All right, nice. Then we'll paint that in, and then we got something Tony Hawk would be proud of, I think. So hopefully I can place these up the very top. Yep. And then can I actually place these on the slope-ish? Okay, so that's those 2 done. Next up, if I put a wall at the front, I think I can fill this up with water. So if I click in there and then click and hold, yeah, I can bring that higher. So you can see the water level is clearly going up. So that should fill water to there. Can I then just add more of those? Or do I have to click it each time? I have to click it each time. Okay, fair enough. So they're all set at a much higher water level. And I think what I'll do, once it starts filling up, I'm going to remove the wall and see if that makes that water rush out quicker. For this final trap, I think I'm going to do what I had at the start, which is just a load on the floor, but I'm gonna raise all of them right up here because this could provide like more water, so the rush of water could be greater. So I feel like the more water we have, the more chance we have of stopping the tsunami, because that is the final aim. It's not just a foot race. It might just look like a foot race for now, but we do have this heading towards us, which we do need to stop. So I guess we'll just watch over these and we'll press play and we'll see what happens. Oh, there you go. There's the water. So water is raising up from the ground down there. How is that looking on the end one? The end one looks the same, actually. Like from above, I'd say the left and right are pretty identical. Although, what's happened to the... what's happened to this one? All the water's like... it's like in the ground or something. It is sort of pouring out the bottom. Oh, and it's definitely leaked out the back. How have you leaked out the back? Why aren't my walls very good? Okay, I tell you what, we might have to rebuild with blood walls because No, the center of engineering is going to be wet soon. Anyway, actually, comparing the left to the right one, I think this one, like looking at it, it's definitely a lot lower than this. Oh yeah, look at that. That is like, that's turning into a bit of a tsunami wave. And I really hate that this middle one is... This middle one's like, there's as much water as the other ones, even though there's not meant to be any. It's just my walls have leaked. Like, zoomed out, my walls don't look good. But when you're zoomed in, like, there shouldn't be any gaps, particularly at the back. I don't know what's happened there. I will just continue the race at fast speed just to see what's going on. I mean, oh man, look how much water's coming out the back. Okay, I feel like that means... If we build this properly, perhaps using flood walls, I imagine they'll stop water going through them. But all of them definitely have water heading that direction. I mean, I feel like the slope one's actually the best. That feels like quite a wave of water. They're all the same speed though. I think we've pretty much proven whatever we do, it's going to be the same speed. It's just a case of which is more water. Like that looks like a lot. This is the high flood area one. Like compared to this one where they're low down. I mean, look how low down they are. Oh, look at this waterfall. Look at this waterfall. Isn't that nice? All right, anyway, since we leaked out the back and we completely flooded the center of engineering, let's do this again, but let's build out of these the flood wall. All right, so there we go. We've built flood walls on top of everything. So I'm hoping the flood walls will actually make this like impenetrable to the water. Let's just make sure that that on top has one as well. Okay, so let's go again. So water is filling up, and actually it looks like there's no water leaking out the back. Oh no, there's water leaking out the side still. Damn you, game. Why do you do this to me? Well, I really thought the flood walls would actually prevent that from happening, but still, let's see which one of these is going to be better against the tsunami. Although actually, I feel like I'm probably going to have to extend these. The tsunami's quite far away, so we'll extend all these flood walls down. I mean, they might help. I know they haven't really helped so far, but we'll keep this going. I'm sort of thinking as well, this is pretty much full. So let's just hit pause quickly. Let's delete these flood walls. And then if we remove this wall, what we're going to expect to happen is all that water just to fly out of there. But I don't know. We'll have to see if that is what actually happens. So that is the wall gone. We'll press play. What happens to the water? I mean, it definitely is moving. It's sort of just moving down though. That is actually quite a big wave actually. But yeah, in terms of a sprint, it seems like they're all pretty much equal with each other. And it's sort of looking like, I don't know, I may need to extend these again just to make sure the tsunami goes up. But what one are we thinking is going to be best? I mean, that one's looking pretty dangerous. I feel like the first one, definitely the lowest, definitely looks like the least amount of water. This one on a slope, it definitely looks like there's a lot more water. It's definitely higher than the first. This one where we just broke the flood wall, there is a huge wall of water coming at the back. Oh my goodness, that's actually a lot of water. But it's actually pretty similar to this first one. And I think about now, this is where the tsunami and my tsunami defense tsunamis, it's the first time they're going to meet. So you can see the tsunami is heading up each of these now, and then what is going to happen as it meets each of them? Do you think any are going to be pushed back, or is the tsunami just going to go straight through them? Oh man. Oh, this one, it took a bit of a beating. It definitely got smaller, or maybe thinner. And yeah, if we watch from above, it looks like, oh, I'd say maybe the first two, they have definitely been hit. I think track 3 and 4, they're going to be hit later on. I mean, especially this track. I think we've got a bigger tsunami. I feel like this is the last hope now. The other ones have sort of failed. Oh no, the tsunami's going like up and over. It's leapfrogging my tsunami. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Is it still? Oh man, it's definitely still moving. It's just gone on top of it. All that water that was coming. Oh man, I really thought we were gonna have a victory there. But comparing to the main tsunami back here, I don't really think our tsunamis have done anything except for make it more powerful. I mean, it definitely looks like there's a lot of physics going on. I mean, look at these first like entrances. There's like ripples in every direction. Man, this end is just mental with ripples. Look at it. There's a bridge down there surviving. Good work, bridge. Oh, that has been engineered quite well to withstand all that, I'd imagine. I wonder, are those boats about? Oh, here we go. There is a boat arriving. It's heading straight for the ripples. Not gonna lie, quite looking forward to seeing it handle this. Let's have a look at it. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I hope you've got boat suspension if there is such a thing. Oh, look at this drop. That was a hell of a drop. Careful. Whoa. How is it upright? However, from this angle, you can clearly see we've actually made most of the tsunamis worse. I think they're all worse, actually. I feel like the main tsunami... the main tsunami is the smallest one. Hey, look at the size of these two end ones. They're massive now. Wow, okay. Well, I think that was pretty much a fail. So you can even see, like the river here. The river has a bit of pace to it, but the tsunami just... like it's bigger where the water is. It sort of takes the water with it. I wonder if there's any way that I can actually use water to slow this down. I thought this would have done something. However, what about fighting water with fire? Now, the theory here is as the tsunami hits the fire, like surely some of it should evaporate, right? So what do we need to start a fire? Well, we know buildings are flammable in this game. So I'm thinking if we go with sort of low level buildings, because I don't want to stop the tsunami with the actual building height. So if we let those build, they're low density residentials. So I've added a few nuclear plants about so they've got power. So they should just build pretty quickly. Next up, over this side for the other test, I think we're just going to go with like trees and stuff. So we've got the random tree brush. Let's make the size very... oh, that is big. Yeah, we'll go like that. Oh, look at all the trees. Is that all trees? Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's not trees. It's like... it's just short vegetation. Is it because I didn't tick all of these? Oh, I'm going to have to tick all these first. All right, so this time we're filling it up with proper trees. Oh, that is really cool to see. I think every time I click, it's like random. So it's a different load of trees every time. So I'll just keep clicking over this. I'll make sure I fill in the corners. Right, and then we got a city being built over here. Love to see it. And then we got all of these trees. I mean, look at all of them. There's so many trees. It's a proper forest. Now, thankfully, the tsunami's not quite here yet. We've still got some time to build all these, but basically what I want to do once all this residential is built, we need to trigger a fire. Now I think the most sensible way to do this is to head into the landscaping and disasters thing, and we click the disasters tab, because then there's fires in here, so we can literally just tell everything to set a light. Right, so the wave is actually getting pretty close now. I don't think I have time to wait for that to finish building, so let's hit pause. Let's come to the forest fire, and then can I just click these everywhere? Oh no, there's a cooldown. Oh, it doesn't last long. It doesn't last long. So we'll do that. We'll get the main fires going as well. And this feels so wrong, burning this amazing forest I built. Right, well, here we go. Tsunami versus forest fire, as well as tsunami versus... I mean, the building fire. It could be going better, guys. It could definitely be going better. Hang on a second. I thought there'd be more fire in here. I'm just trying to spam them everywhere while I still can. Anyway, here we go. The forest fire. Oh, look at the pillars of that bridge. They're glowing. So is the water evaporating as it hits the fire? I mean, it's making a sizzly noise. Whether the tsunami is... whether the tsunami is going to evaporate itself out, I'm not entirely convinced. I won't lie to you. But yeah, there is a big fire down this. I love how it makes the bridges glow. That's actually quite cool. Behind the wave, you can see it's definitely put the fires out. You can clearly see where the fire was and where it stopped. But it doesn't look like the wave is evaporating in the slightest. Particularly over here where where the fires are, well, they're not quite the inferno I sort of predicted. Still, it gives us a good idea of how we're doing, like, because this is pretty much like normal. Let's just imagine that there isn't any fires here, because there pretty much isn't. You can definitely see the wave pretty much unaffected. So that is a failure. That is myth busted. Oh, which I feel like could be an awesome segment. In the comments, let me know your myths that you want me to bust. They could be tsunami based. They could be something else based. As long as I can try and bust them or prove them right in Cities Skylines. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we can say forest fires do not evaporate a tsunami. I feel a bit stupid for thinking that they would, to be honest. Anyway, one more test I want to try. I want to sort of see, you know, all the stuff I was doing like on land with the rip rap, the like lumps and bumps and stuff. I wonder if I were to build them under the water, out of sight, like would that stop the tsunami? Like I don't know if, does this game take into account the height of the water? like underneath the tsunami? I don't know. But first off, we need to buy a few more plots of land because we don't own the sea, unlike certain countries in the real world that think they should own the sea. In this map, it's not owned by anyone. Well, until now, I have literally just bought it. So yeah, sorry. But I'm sort of thinking if I head like underwater, I can't even see underwater. Although now I very much can see underwater. Oh look, there's a big old trench at the back. But yeah, if I grab something sort of sea level, so I think somewhere I want to be under the sea definitely. So if we go like that level, so yeah, if I build some horizontal walls, you sort of know that they worked a bit before. I can do like my baffly thing. So we've got these underwater in the crisscross pattern, and then if those fail, what about we then put like a trench in? So we know before a ditch definitely works. So we just put like a very small ditch the entire length of the sea, then that could be our last resort. So at the moment, you can barely see anything. To the untrained eye, we have a very, very nice looking sea. We got a sea view. Now we've just got a standard tsunami on its way. Let's see if our underwater defenses actually can stop the tsunami. So you can see, oh, there's some movement at the front. There is movement at the front. I don't know if that's just because land has appeared under the sea, so it's pushed up all the water, or what's going on, but I'm intrigued for the actual wave to go over some of these things. Yeah, you can see at the back, oh, it's gone straight over the walls. There's a wall there, there's a wall there. Seems to be moving with no issues at all. Oh dear, this is not gonna work, I don't think. Yeah, you can see under there's the baffles. It's gone over both rows of the baffles already. So it's about to go into the trench, sort of. The trench is like on this line. Is it gonna slow the tsunami down? I think this boat will agree that it isn't at all. Look at that one. Oh my goodness, the wall riding boats. Yeah, I feel like if anything, I made the tsunami worse by adding things to the sea floor. But the reason I wanted to try is actually in a place called Portsmouth, which is in the UK on the south coast. It was a bit of a fail actually, but they built something on the sea floor to try and make a wave, so that it would like attract surfers to the area, but it failed massively. And I'm guessing this is just more evidence that you can't control the sea. This is Mother Nature's land. Anyway, that is a full-on normal size tsunami, if not slightly bigger than usual. So I'm going to say that is a fail. Myth busted. So I guess this time I'll just say that's the end of that. Peace, love, and efficient building layouts. Bye, guys. Have a good one.